team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owl. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Toppers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kennesaw State's offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earned it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football to get down the field. I know it's going to be long. That guy definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's near side. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Burns. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So Western Kentucky's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you've got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. At the 35, he's loose. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Hilltoppers in the hurry-up.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put on the line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Hilltoppers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Topper! And they jump on top. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. This offense needs to get that lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Steamroll, baby! Looking to throw, it's Darrison. Using the quick game.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Take it all the way, boys. Come on, run it. That defense can't stop you. Got some points on that boy.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, and I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to keep a field goal, whatever the next decision is going to be. Now there seems like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
All right, offense, keep pushing the ball down the field.
The back goes in motion. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. And he's got it. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
on to attempt the try. And it's perfect. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Looking for a crease, it's Hunter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards.
Hell yeah, Rob. Put 6 on the board, fellas. He got that defense right.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Dropping back. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line.
Get on it! Get on it!
Right back to him on the ground.
We got a big through!
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Hunter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down.
Number 10.
He finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he stalks his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself home.
Buys a little extra time. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Movement here from the tight end.
Right now, D, let's shut him down.
He'll keep it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, WKU.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out or it's going to be a long game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie Barnador, baby. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun step and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. It was beautiful.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
First down. Don't let him get there.
They want to just keep throwing it. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Darisaw.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wide out. Downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unleashes to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense. see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hunter. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Power football with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going. Come on, D.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Tempo and overdrive. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy's fast. Defensively, you got to swarm the football and get him on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Looking to throw, it's Darisaw. Looking down the middle. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Off his feet.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Cajun Field, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Marshall. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Offense. Let's go! I want to see your TD celebration dance.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll
Get
be
in
a
the end
first
zone,
down.
fellas.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Derisaw. He holds one deep on the left side. Cuts in stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Let's go right now.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
What is the deal?
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Owls! And that one will put him up in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes on the field again. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Off the play fake. Get him! Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Come on, baby.
Takes the handoff. It's Hunter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds a man in the middle. And they get him down as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Fires deep on the run. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down now, back at it. They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking downfield. It's Farrell.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A little release to the back. Quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's right on target. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The give out of the gun. Just searching and looking for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Get some ball, D.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Brown. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage, getting the big fella, just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in his end.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Open space at the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Looking for a man. It's Darrisaw. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big play. Let's make something happen. Come on.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big complete?
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground, and a fourth down sack stops this drive cold.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more special.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Makes his connection. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Hilltoppers have it with a first and 10. He wants to throw it again. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll pull it down and run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, going up top. Quarterback adapting. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Hunters will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Owls offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's get off here with the
Scanning the field, it's Darrisaw. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Has to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Off play action. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense set on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
They got it.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Scoring on this drive. I feel
To
it.
throw, it's Darrisaw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
They're like a steamroller, baby.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Spin, still running. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10.
What we're made of, D.
They're going back to the ground. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Gotta keep him out of the end zone.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Let's go!
Hand off from the shotgun.
Deal.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. On the option. The pitch. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Better turn it around.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gives him the big stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game.
Trying to beat the DD. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept going, and he rolling through the crowd, and he'll take it in. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10 to 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. He'll do it himself. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can control. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Kennesaw State right back to work. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Right here.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He's going to pass on second down. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll give it to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Get it in the pocket.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Keep it together, offense. Keep it together.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Let's make some good plays.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Let's get you.
Looking to pass. It's Delasar. Shoots it to the net. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Go for a touchdown. Get the job done. Yeah.
The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. Loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And those long shots, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got him this time.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Miners will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Give to the running back. Shakes off the tackler. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Do this up there. Where's that there? Oh, spread the ball around this drive.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Keep the ball moving.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the air. It's Nelson. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David. Now trying to put something together.
Well, you know how much I...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Come on, defense. Let's go.
To the air on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this thing up with a pass.
Completed.
He's got it inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That big play really has them in business. It's first and 10 from the 11. To the air, it's Darrison. Pass in the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That was awesome.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Miners will punt this one away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Darrison. Coming after it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try the run. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Romero. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They're trying to get to it. He's open on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cantrell. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Darrisaw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds him out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UTEP has the ball at the offense, ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll get get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. There he goes, breaking the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. And picked off in the end zone.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And the Miners will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something.
You don't get a hoot. Kennesaw State does touchdown Owls. And once he got loose, it was all over. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 14 to Maryland. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Go defense, one stop.
From the gun, running back on the move. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The Miners brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Behind the line, it's Vaughn. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last one.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're looking for.
Let's get this!
Touchdown, Kennesaw State, and the beatdown has ensued.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They move the tight end all over. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's gone. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him and sacked for this defense. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's garbage.
On target over the middle. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Out of the gun, the inside give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going.
Waste of time.
No way, you're kidding me!
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Pocket starts to corral. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Pressure!
All kinds of time in the pocket, down the middle it goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Miners in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Miners have taken it inside the 20. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the Miners will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. run it. And they swarm him under. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work.
All right, now let's get in that end zone.
Again, as they work on that clock. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking to throw, it's Darrison. It's complete to the right. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stops. Pick up a 5 and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Keep it moving.
They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
End zone don't mean stop. Let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
3 points.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What we talk about all the time, coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Looking to move it through the air. The short hand. It's Cantrell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Cantrell.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Cantrell. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to